Liverpool trashed 7-0 Manchester United at Anfield. But what did both managers tactically do? Let's find out in this video. So without wasting time, let's get started. First, let's see what Liverpool did with their possession.
The goal from the goal kick, Liverpool were trying to build it off short, while Konate and Van Dijk as two defenders, Fabinho alongside Henderson forming a double pivot, Trent and Arnold staying deep, Harvey Elliott as a number 8, and Mohamed Salah and Nunez would give width for Liverpool, while Cody Gakpo was a false number 9, which meaning he had a room to drop to form a number 8 or to drop extremely into the midfield area to for the ball progression. But what went wrong for United is that the same pressing structure from Eric Ten Hag as Rashford and Anthony would press the centre backs of Liverpool, that is Van Dijk and Konate, which would leave Robertson or Trent, either one of them, free as a fullback of Liverpool, and which they are very dangerous, with the ball. They have got very capable to hurt you if you leave them free. Or else, when Rashford will press Van Dijk, Bruno will go to press Konate. So either one of the fullbacks was free, and if not that, into the midfield due to the double pivot of Henderson and Fabinho, Weghorst was left alone, meaning if Weghorst went to mark Fabinho, then Henderson would always free, and if Fred went to mark Henderson, then Cody Gakpo will be free from receiving into the midfield area, which will totally outnumber the press of Manchester United. So this is the things went wrong.
As you can see here, Liverpool are trying to build up from the back with Virgil van Dijk and Konate, and into the midfield with the double pivot of Henderson and Fabinho. For Manchester United, Rashford and Anthony are going to mark the centre backs of Liverpool. And while Weghorst is marking Fabinho, as you can see, Henderson is free and he has no marker on him. But over here, Cody Gakpo has dropped into the midfield, so Fred is split whether to mark Cody Gakpo or Henderson. But Alisson goes long and finds Robertson, who is in ample of space to receive.
We have often seen from the manager that their fullbacks always tend to press the fullbacks of other fullbacks. In this case, this was not happening because Nunes and Salah pinned back Luke Shaw and Diego Dallo. So Diego Dallo or Luke Shaw could not press Robertson or Trent, either one of that, because of the incredible pace of Nunes. If Diego Dallo would have pressed Robertson, then dropping Gakpo was problem because Gakpo was free. So they would combine 1-2 and Nunes could be free on this far left hand side. While Varane, if he went to back Nunes, then there will be a big gap from the centre back which could be exploited by in behind runs of Salah, who is again very dangerous on counter attack, has got pace and a brilliant finishing ability.
Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah are giving width for Liverpool, which means Diego Dallo cannot press Henderson because Darwin Núñez is there. If he goes to press Henderson, then Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo can combine 1-1 and use Darwin Núñez place to hurt Manchester United and can get into dangerous area.
And if Varane were aggressive on Gakpo, then it will leave Oli Martinez and Luke Shaw with Mohamed Salah and Nunez. Again, there will be a big gap and there could be a chance of getting in behind. While Manchester United building out from the back, they also wanted to build out from the back, but it could not happen as Rafael Varane and Martinez were marked by Nunez and Salah from Liverpool, and Cody Gakpo will stay on Casemiro, while Diego Dallo, as you know usual, he was a right back, but he used to stay a little deep as a third centre back, so there will be a quick combination. And Henderson and Fabinho mark the double eights of Manchester United, that is Fred and Weghorst. Anthony will give the width and Bruno on the other hand. Now the plan was that Varane would find Diego Dallo. Now Diego Dallo was a free man. Instead, what other coaches do in the against United is that they often tend to push one of their fullback, that is the left fullback, to mark Diego Dallo, and so that the backline of the opposition could stretch. In this case, Van Dijk would have gone to mark Antony, so there will be a quick 1-2 passing and they could find Rashford in behind. But in this was not the case. Instead of Robertson, Henderson will go to mark Diego Dallo while keeping a shadow from Fred. So there was no option for Diego Dallo to pass as Fred was covered by a shadow press from Henderson. So the usual passing lane from Manchester United was blocked. So they could not find any solution for that.
Manchester United are trying to build out from the back, but as you can see, Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez are marking center backs of Manchester United. As soon as Diego Dallo received the ball, as you can see, press from Jadon Henderson from midfield, marking Diego Dallo and keeping shadow press on Fred, making it extremely difficult to build out from the back for Manchester United.
You can see that the goal for Liverpool, the first goal which is scored by Gakpo, came what in a similar manner as Nunez would stay wide and Gakpo has usually dropped into his midfield area, but instead this time of staying wide, Nunez stayed central, pinning Varane and Martinez, and Diego Dallo would push on Andy Robertson, but Gakpo was usually free to receive. So Gakpo and Henderson combine very well, and we can see that there is a huge gap which is exploited by Gakpo and a brilliant pass by Robertson when which is finished again brilliantly by Gakpo, giving 1-0 lead to Liverpool at half time.
Cody Gakpo has dropped into the midfield, dragging Fred out of his position. And as you can see, instead of Darwin Núñez staying on the width, he has tucked inside, dragging Lisandro Martinez and Varane. And Henderson is in lot of space. So Alisson goes directly long to Henderson, which he can receive and bring the ball into the midfield area, dragging Diego Dallo. Then Fred is in unnatural position at right back, marking Cody Gakpo, which is not good at. So Anderson, as you can see, there is a space created between centre backs and Fred. So Henderson can find easily a pass between Cody Gakpo, which he brilliantly finished, and give Liverpool 1-0 lead.
So in an open play, if Rashford went to mark Van Dijk, that's meaning, as I said earlier, that Bruno will try to mark Konate, which meaning Alisson will form as a third centre back because he is, as you all know, good on the ball, which meaning Anthony could commit himself to mark Van Dijk as they could press 3 on 3 of Liverpool back 3, but this would make things more worse for them as Trent would usually or Robertson would usually find free from them. So Alisson could spread the ball to either Robertson or Trent, which meaning Salah is on the flank. So Luke Shaw could not mark Trent. So Manchester United midfield has to compensate for that. When Weghorst, Casemiro, Fred, Wood, everybody has to come drift aside so the progression could stop. But that was not the case due to the free role of Nunez and Gakpo moving into these areas. Nunez will also drift apart, carrying Diego Dallo with him, so Robertson would have a plenty of space in this room. So Trent could directly make a switch to Andy Robertson, and there will be much more danger area for either cross or cut back from Robertson.
So guys, what do you think about this brilliant match between Liverpool and Manchester United? If you like my video, please give it a like and do consider subscribing. Until then, next out, peace.